A lot of people think Social Security is tax-free. It's not. It can be taxed and it will be taxed depending on how much provisional income you have for Social Security. And if you'd like to go through that analysis, give us a call at 616-301-2581 here at Cornerstone Retirement Partners. Hello, everyone. This is Ron Corser with Cornerstone Retirement Partners. I want to welcome all of you to today's program. We're going to talk about a subject that's near and dear to everybody's heart. It's called Social Security. You would think that something as simple as when I retire, I'm going to get Social Security. It should be pretty straightforward. But the fact is, it's not. And one of the most interesting things is where people get information on Social Security. It usually comes from a friend or an aunt who tells them exactly what they should do, or it comes from an article in the papers that says this is what you should do. So here we are as human beings being told by everybody who doesn't know a thing about us what we should do. So what I'm going to try to do today is talk kind of in a generic way about Social Security, about some of the timing strategies, about some of the options available to you. So again, this is Ron Corser with Cornerstone Retirement Partners. You can get a hold of us at our office, 616-301-2581, or go to our website, www.cornerstone-rp.com. You can tune in today's program. You can also tune in on our website to other programs. A lot of great information there, folks. So let's talk about Social Security. Why do I bring that up? Since everybody knows we're going to get it. But let me give you two live examples of some things that have happened in talking about our clients in reviews. The first one was kind of interesting. Single lady, she's got about 3 years to go. She wants to retire at 66. She's able to do it with the workload. She has a sister-in-law who said, you have to sign up for Social Security. You got to get it right now. And her sister-in-law came to us and said, well, I'm working full-time. But my sister-in-law said, I got to sign up. And I said, exactly what did she tell you? She just said, I have to sign up right now. So I said, well, let's back up for a moment and let's talk about how Social Security works. Number one, right now you're working full-time, you're making a good living. If you sign up now, you just turned 62 with Social Security, chances are you're going to give back all of your Social Security benefit because of your compensation. Is that what you want? No. Okay, then. Maybe what information you had is not exactly accurate. So how about if we just take a few minutes to talk about Social Security, some of the claiming strategies, when it might be appropriate to start taking it, what are the disadvantages and advantages? So folks, one of the things I want to tell you is that when we do reviews or we do forward planning for retirement with our clients, we do a full-blown example of Social Security, the different options. We provide about 5 options for everybody to consider, particularly if they're married, because it's just not cut and dried as to when you should take it, if you should take it. We're going to talk about some of those things to consider. But the most important thing you can do is work with a financial firm, an advisor like us, who actually does the work in black and white to give you 5 great options for taking Social Security so you can make a great decision, an informed decision. So let's think about this. Right now in our industry, there's a lot of talk going on that you should wait until you're 70, because that's the age when your Social Security benefit gets maxed out. And everybody wants to max out their Social Security benefit. So let's see what taking it at 70 means. Number one, it means that if you stop working, even at age 65, you're going to go 5 years without the Social Security benefit. What's the advantage? Well, every year you wait, that benefit will go up from 65 to age 70, about 8% a year. Substantial. What's the disadvantage? You have to have a lot of money in IRAs, brokerage accounts, bank accounts to supplement your retirement income until you reach age 70. So it's always a balance. That's why we always encourage our clients, and we encourage you listening, is if we're going to do a review on retirement, it's really important to consider what's the appropriate Social Security system for you and for your spouse. It's a little easier if you're single, but if you're not and you're married, you have some options to consider. And whether one option is better than the other, only you can tell, but you need to have that information. So work with us. We'll help you. We'll do a complete Social Security analysis for you. So you'll have at least four, maybe five great options to choose from. So let's say you want to wait until 70. I joke sometimes with clients and say, okay, you're 62 now or 64, whatever, and you want to wait till 70 to take it. Number one, you have to promise to live at least to be 85, because that's about where the break-even point is. If you can't, and we require a written notification, you actually have to sign on a special piece of paper we have that says, I promise to live to at least be 85 to do this. So if that's not locked in stone, you may want to consider other options. What's another option? Well, another consideration is spousal income. If you're married, quite often one spouse has a higher benefit than another. Sometimes it's the male, sometimes it's the female. But that's an important consideration because one of you is going to outlive the other. And when that happens, the surviving spouse loses a benefit. The smallest Social Security payment goes away, and the surviving spouse either keeps their own if they were the largest benefit, or they assume their ex-spouses. So there's a loss of income. So you have to understand that and the implications for a retirement plan, what that means. Another issue to think about is taxes. Social Security, a lot of people think Social Security is tax-free. It's not. It can be taxed and it will be taxed depending on how much provisional income you have for Social Security. And if you'd like to go through that analysis, give us a call at 616-301-2581 here at Cornerstone Retirement Partners. We can go through that analysis that talks about what's the potential tax implication if you take it sooner than later, depending on what your income is now. It's important to know that because it's not as clean as it seems. Another issue is simply if you're 65 and you're on Medicare and you take Social Security then, whether you're taking it sooner or later, forget that just for a moment, your Medicare benefit, the Part B, is going to come out of your Social Security benefit. So that means basically a reduction in your income. So you can see how this is starting to get just a little nebulous, a little confusing. There's a lot more to figuring out when and how to take your Social Security benefit than just listening to your Uncle Charlie or your next door neighbor. So those are the things to consider. How much money do you have currently to live on so you can extend when you take the benefit? Number two, what's the tax implication whenever you decide to take the benefit? Number three, are you taking Medicare? If you're on Medicare, part of your Social Security benefit is going to pay for the Part B premium in some fashion. The fourth issue is, what about survivorship income? That's very important. Have you worked with an advisor that will talk to you about the different claiming strategies and the impact on survivorship income? We do that all the time. So if these things are important to you, give us a call at 616-301-2581 or go to our website, www.cornerstone-rp.com. Put your information in there and we'll reach out to you and help you with this most important decision. One final note on Social Security. We all hear that it's going broke faster than we can shake a stick at it. If you read your Social Security statement or even hear things on the news or the internet, it's pretty very possible, let's put it that way, that by the year 2033, the Social Security system will be unable to pay all its benefits. So that sounds like a cut and pay to me, doesn't it? But here's how I try to help people understand this. I would be very, very surprised if you're on Social Security right now, that they're going to cut your benefits by that supposed 25%, the amount of the downside that they're going to be in the hole with. I would be very surprised at that for two reasons. Number one, most people on Social Security vote. And if it's one thing that politicians can't stand, is you voting against them. And most times when somebody thinks you're going to cut my Social Security benefit, something bad happens when it comes to their being reelected. And the second thing is it's just my opinion. I think they'll make some changes between now and probably 2028. What might those changes be to help alleviate some of the problems? Number one, they could take off the limit on income that's taxed for Social Security benefits. That would help a lot. Number two, and they'll probably do this in some fashion, they'll raise the full retirement age for Social Security from maybe 70 to 73 or 75. That would also help alleviate some of the financial problems in the Social Security system. Now, I can't tell you they're going to do these, but politicians generally try to do the thing that has the least resistance and will help them get reelected. So I think when it comes to the Social Security system, what you need is to talk to somebody who does a lot of work helping clients make the best decisions for themselves. And I think we're one of the unique firms that do that. Again, I'm Ron Corser with Cornerstone Retirement Partners. Phone number is 616-301-2581. Give us a call if you want to help understand what your entire lineup is supposed to be of Social Security benefits. Or go to our website, www.cornerstone-rp.com. Put your information in there. We'll reach out to you. One of the great helpful things that we do, and our clients tell us this, is we do a full Social Security analysis with 4 and even 5 options. So they get to make the best decision for what's right for them, not what's right that your Uncle Charlie said, or your next door neighbor, or some guy on the internet who doesn't know a thing about you. So again, this is Ron Corser. Give us a call at Cornerstone Retirement Partners, 616-301-2581. Thanks a lot. Look forward to hearing from you.
Tune into Cornerstone Retirement Partners' full radio program, Your Course to Retirement, Sunday mornings at 9 o'clock at News Radio WOOD, or visit cornerstone-rp.com for many valuable resources, including those mentioned on this show and other great episodes of Your Course to Retirement.
The content of this radio show is provided for informational purposes only and is not a solicitation or recommendation of any investment strategy. You are encouraged to seek investment, tax, or legal advice from an independent professional advisor.
Ed Slott's Elite IRA Advisor Group is solely an indication that the financial advisor has attended training provided by Ed Slott and Company, passed biannual examinations on material covered at conferences and in webinars, and met other membership requirements, and does not constitute an endorsement of any kind. Ed Slott's Elite IRA Advisor Group members pay a fee for the educational programs that allow them to be included in the Ed Slott's Elite IRA Advisor Group. Membership does not guarantee investment success. Fiduciary duty extends solely to investment advisory advice and does not extend to other activities such as insurance or broker-dealer services.
Advisory services offered through Brookstone Capital Management, a registered investment advisor.
Advisory clients are charged a quarterly fee for assets under management, while insurance products pay a commission, which may result in a conflict of interest regarding compensation.
Any investments and/or investment strategies mentioned involve risk, including the possible loss of principal. Any comments regarding safe and secure investments and guaranteed income streams refer only to fixed insurance products. They do not refer in any way to securities or investment advisory products. Annuity guarantees are based solely on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the issuing company. Withdrawals of growth from annuities may be taxable as ordinary income in the year it is taken. Individuals should review contracts for specific details of the product's features and costs. Early withdrawals may subject the owner to penalties, fees, or taxes.